Good morning. Carol over at Never Lose Truth 4. I'm glad to see that she's back doing what she does. But she posted a couple of videos. One of a uh, man from Georgia that was found on the side of the road wrapped in a blanket and plastic in Louisiana that was ruled no foul play. How's that possible? How does a man drive himself down the road and get out of a car if he's wrapped up in a blanket and plastic? So, just when you think that your government officials, your so called protect and serve people, can't get any weirder, they shock you, and it's even weirder. But what the story makes no sense. How um, how does this even hit the news like that? It's strange to me. But an even weirder story that she posted was about a woman that had shattered her ankle and had had a stroke and was kicked out of a hospital. She was 60 years old, looked like she was in pretty poor health. And because she was sitting outside the hospital in a wheelchair, because you know the hospitals nowadays, you can have open heart surgery and they kick you out the next day. I mean, healthcare has gone down the tubes, and these criminals should really be prosecuted for abuse of power and just neglect. They were supposed to take an oath to help people, not to harm people. And if this woman was going to be treated so poorly, the hospital probably should have done her a favor and just gave her a lethal injection, because this is just cruelty beyond cruelty. But I don't know how this story even showed up on a YouTube channel or news or wherever it showed up, about this woman being abused by some police officers that charged her for disorderly conduct. I mean, my gosh, this story is something. But anyway, they tried to get her, I guess, in a police van, and then somehow she ended up in the back of a police car, which makes no sense, but supposedly died of a stroke in the back of the police car. But yet, these policemen were found to have not done anything wrong. Well, when you see how they were talking to her, how they treated her, I think you would have to question their not getting any charges, because I mean, this is ridiculous. So just when you thought that the world could not get any more stupid, any more cruel, I just don't understand how we ended up with so many humans on this planet that would um, just become so evil. I mean, the evil on this planet is just unfathomable. And when you think about the people that, you know, chose to get a paycheck to put up all these towers, to run cable that's very harmful to people, the military that gets a paycheck to go over and, guard poppy fields and guard mining facilities and just go in and clear out a town for these criminals, all for a paycheck. And the police that are getting paychecks to just be ruthless to people, the, you know, tech companies that are trying to censor news, the evil corporations that are trying to poison us. I mean, hell, in Canada, they were pouring lethal pesticides into a creek and the fish were dying. I mean, busted, cold busted. So, what, your employer says, hey, take these lethal chemicals and go pour them into a creek, and you're going to go do it for money because they know that we can, you know, take care of ourselves with the food that nature provides, but they want you to be dependent on them. So just when you think that the world cannot get any weirder, it does. I mean, I'm absolutely appalled at what these people are doing. I mean, they're calling all those fish that were on the beach down in Florida washed up dead red tide. Well, I call it bullshit because all those chemicals that they're, you know, dumping either in the air or the water is all heading down to the ocean. So I just don't know how people became so cruel, honestly. All for money, for the love of money, for the love of power. This is absurdity, and it really needs to, some kind of major justice has to come in, and these people need to pay for being so evil. I mean, this is horrible. Anyway, take care.